Hello my beautiful little Moglets. So today I wanted to bring attention to something with our new hero here, Alencia. She isn't quite raised yet, only level 50. We can probably get that last awakened though. And of course her gear isn't finished. But in the middle of gearing her up and giving her a counter set, I learned of a pretty bad thing about her. To showcase that, we're just going to bring her somewhere. We can do like eulogy for a saint or whatever. And this mainly has to do with her passive, Noble Blood. So when I first saw the sneak peek for Alencia, I was like, oh damn, she could be pretty good with a counter set because of this. So she gets attacked, get Mind's Eye, you know, if you're lucky enough. She counters and then, you know, does trample right after that. But trample will not activate on a counter attack. So a counter set, I mean, it's still okay considering, you know, she has defense break on her basic, but like pretty much only for PvE, I would say. For PvP, I'd rather just give her a speed set so you can try and get off her ult quicker, get that increased defense, dispel all their buffs, etc. But yeah, we can just take a look at that real quick. Going to not have a supporter because that's annoying. Okay, here we have Mind's Eye, and hopefully we can get a counter in here. The counter didn't proc, unfortunately. Here she'll do trample. There it is. And no trample. So to activate trample, she has to do her basic attack on her turn. I don't believe this is information we had during the sneak peek. So I don't know if that was just lost in translation or what, but yeah. It's pretty unfortunate regardless. Like, here we go again. No trample. I wouldn't really say I regret summoning for her and getting her and everything, because ultimately she is still a cute little dragon, you know, and pretty interesting regardless. Like, her basic attack, pretty high chance, and then you can soul burn that for, you know, 100% tutor and defense break. It's pretty nice. And then of course the ultimate, you know, a strip and a defense up for your team. I don't know if I'd only use her for that though. Like, I think Bazaar is much better for that department. He doesn't give your team a defense up, but lots of other things. Bazaar is not really much of a tank though, so it's kind of hard to compare them. Also, as a warrior, she could hold on to like Sigurd Scythe or something, have self-sustain. Also, she seems to be doing decent damage, even with like really bad gear. I really just left her in this stuff until just to demonstrate she doesn't do trample on counter attacks. But we're going to change that now. Give her better gear. She's still only level 50, which is a pretty big deal for her because obviously she won't have as much health as she could. I mainly just wanted to bring more attention to this before having her totally raised. But again, we can just try her out at level 50, but with better gear. Also, I do want to give her a speed set, maybe immunity as well. I mean, these pieces aren't that bad. She kind of feels like one of those heroes that needs all stats, you know? I guess you want to focus mostly on health as her damage does scale off of that. But if you wanted to do more damage, then you need crit chance and crit damage and attack. And well, 17.3k health at level 50 is pretty good. Especially for a warrior, obviously. 204 speed's okay, I guess. I'm not really sure what my plans are for her yet. I may end up giving her the counter set back. I don't really know. And raising it, of course. She is kind of a weird hero, so I probably just have to experiment a while. We're just gonna give her her artifact for now. We don't have anything to raise it since we just got Judge Kisa's artifact up to 30. That's quite delicious though. And I think what we're gonna try is just our typical defense team, but just throwing her in there and seeing how that works out. Yeah, I guess kind of like that. I mean, she should go pretty quickly, maybe. I don't think this is gonna work. These are some weird dudes in here. And this is like a super cleave team, not like some sort of cleave team. Well, let's just observe. She might just die instantly, even though she has a decent chunk of HP. I don't know if it's enough. And alright, Luna, who you going for? Ken, that hurts. Ooh, one-shotted my Ken, damn. Moonlight Litica going after my immune though. This is my victory. And the rest of the dudes seem to be holding up. I mean, they were holding up decently well. See, like, we don't even need to, well, we're gonna do our ult. Get a defense buff at least, maybe it'll help us survive a little bit more. Damage-wise, two of them do have defense breaks. Honestly, not too bad. For like a tank knight. Yeah, but that's gonna kill us, I guess.
Don't.
You can solo them, Cecilia. Come on. Come on. No. So close. Look at those HPs. Alright, well that didn't turn out too well. Let's try this other Super Cleave team. That was pretty insane how the Luna just one-shot my Ken though. Because I need to make him a little bit more tanky. Oh, my god. Wasn't really expecting that either. Well, let's see. Now she has Mind's Eye. So, I mean, I don't think we can actually kill anyone, but we're gonna try on that Moonlight Litica. 3300 with that. Does a little bit more than basic. So if you can activate Trample, you're doing more than twice as much damage. And you know, with her stats, 7,000 or 8,000 damage is honestly pretty good. I guess she was defense broken though. But yeah, I don't really know, honestly. It's kind of weird. Like, she feels like a Firekin, but just like more on the tanky side, I guess. I mean, her base stats alone speak for that, ignoring the not so optimized gear, especially not optimized for damage. Because at level 60, I reckon she'll easily clear 20k HP. Also, she still has 0 Molgors invested, so that's going to make a pretty big difference as well. But yeah, basically, I just thought it was kind of disappointing that she won't activate Trample on a counter. A counter set might still be viable even in PvP though, especially when fights are going to be going on a while. You know, her counter still has that decent chance to decrease defense, even if it's only for 1 turn. Should probably Molagora that up to 4 though. And Mind's Eye still does have its main effect, which is effectiveness and effect resistance by 30%, which is pretty solid. And if that activates, she will definitely have it when it ends up being her turn, because it can't be dispelled. She definitely feels more like a long fight hero, and I am definitely more of a short fight cleaver, so it's a little bit hard for me to really know her place. But like, personally, if I were to raise her, give her Molagoras, give her good gear and everything, I'd probably just throw her on a defense team, maybe have her as my front line in like Labyrinth. When they release those other bosses, maybe she'd be useful in Hell Labyrinth. But yeah, I just don't really know what I would use her for, since all current PvE content I have cleared and can clear without her. So, and the thing is, she's not going to make anything faster, I reckon. Well, she does have that defense down on basic, so. But yeah, those are pretty much my second thoughts on Alencia. I know we didn't really do any PvE stuff. Again, basically just wanted to call out that thing with her. Maybe it puts you off from trying to summon for her if you haven't tried yet. I personally thought it was a pretty big deal, and I still think it's quite a shame. Still a solid hero, I would say, but like, make sure to leave your own thoughts in the comments down below though. Leaving a like if you happen to enjoy is always greatly appreciated as well. If you're new to the channel or just haven't subscribed yet, please consider doing that. It really helps out a lot. Thanks, as always, for watching, and until next time.